Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. I feel like this is going to be a quick and easy review. I have been turned, girl. I started watching this episode last night, and I just could not get through it. I got through it just now, about 15 minutes ago. A part of me feel like I want this season to be over. I'm like, I feel like we're having the exact same conversation about something different, but I still feel like everybody is just distracting and deflecting, and I'm like, is we in the Twilight Zone? I just feel like it's a Twilight Zone, so I'm just over it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get through this review kind of fast or whatever. We're not gonna be here for a long time, but we'll still have a good time. But if y'all have not done so already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Become a JayBird, and make sure to also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, or TikTok. You can like the comment. You can like the video, comment in the comment section. Also hit the share button. Now I'm here, honey. I'm in my hoodie. It's cold. It is cold. Okay, I have my window open because I like to let fresh air in, and I forgot it was cold outside. It is not cold in my apartment, and I refuse to cut my heat on because I don't be hot, okay? And I got 18,552 hoodies, so we good, okay? I couldn't even do no lips. This show, like, I like Love and Marriage. I do, Blanche. I don't mind it, but I felt like this episode was an extremely long sentence. Okay, this episode was a run along sentence that just kept repeating the same thing, the same people, repetitive, and I'm like, Marsau wrong, Keke wrong. Can we move on? I feel like it's this narrative that Marsau and Tisha is trying to put forth to protect I don't know who. Like, why y'all want to convince us that Keke is a liar? Keke didn't start the rumor. Somebody else did. The first time we heard a rumor, okay, about Marsau, it wasn't from Keke. So it just aggravates me that this whole episode's like, Keke's a liar, Keke lies. Girl, I just can't. Mel got a new outfit. Hey, Mel has a new wig, weave, hairstyle that I like. It's different. I like it. I also like her dress. I would love to see the full thing. But it's cute. Y'all know it's because it's sleeveless and it has all the hair. on the shoulder, it doesn't matter, okay? The hair don't clash with the dress, but it's a cute look, okay? And because it was just so many conversations, it was so many people, I could not get one good shot of everybody. I just got the bobbleheads, okay? Because this is basically everyone who played a part in this episode. Well, I didn't put Chris Fletcher up here, but that's fine. Okay, even cousin Courtney in the corner. That's Tisha and Keke cousin Courtney. She also was in this episode too. But this is the playing field for this episode because I was like, I can't sit up here and get all these different angles and blah blah blah. So we're gonna run with this. Okay. Now we still around here at Watergate. Okay. Tisha getting doused with Watergate. Who did what to who and why, who, what, when, all these bull stuff going on. Okay. And it's a mess. It's a full mess. Because, the drink get tossed, everybody's confused and conflicted or whatever. We then see, Keke tossed the drink on Tisha. What? You then see Marsau and Amin going at it or whatever, back and forth. And the fact that Marsau is yelling out, smack me, while Moon walking backwards really fast is proof he right checks his butt can't cash, okay? It was just a bunch of foolishness, and the foolishness just continued on for too long. And again, Keke was wrong for tossing drink on Tisha. I said that. I also didn't care. Okay. I also didn't care. But again, she was wrong. But it was aggravating me how long we seen Marsau running from me. How many times we seen Kimmy say, what we not gonna do is, I'm like, Keke, they already did it. They already argued, the drink is already tossed, and everybody fussing. And what aggravated me the most about all of this melee, Marsau, when Tisha got doused with the water, with the liquid, Marsau should have removed Tisha because let's get Tisha out the way because Keke tripping. Marsau, take your wife and go. But no, Marsau running around here is trying to fuss with Keke, fuss with Amin, making things worse. Okay, we then had Amin who's now fussing back at Marsau, so he's not caring about getting Keke. Why? Because Marsau up here fussing, fighting. Okay, had Marsau took his wife in the house, clean her off. Keke don't have nobody to argue with. And Keke would then be arguing with herself looking stupid. Then Amin could have gotten Keke out the party versus Amin being distracted trying to fuss with Marsau for calling his wife a dopehead. Okay. We then have Kimmy and Maurice. Okay. Kimmy and Maurice are so busy trying to, I don't know what they were doing. Like Maurice, take the cigar out your mouth. Why are you trying to break up a fight? Hold the cigar, hold a drink. Kimmy got a spoon. I'm like, why are y'all not putting shit down and putting people out? Okay, Jalen running around here with shades on. Can you see who fighting Jalen? Take the sunglasses off. So, like, having to watch this episode to be sure I seen everything and try to get all the points that I was like, everybody fucked up. Everybody fucked up. Okay. My first thing, Keke was wrong. Period. Amin should have got Keke up out of there. But I also feel like Amin wasn't over there and did not know what happened. Because all we knew was drenched. Keke got up and walked away. So you did not know really what happened. I think by the time Amin figured out Keke tossed a drink on Tisha, he was then deflected because Marsau is calling my wife a drug addict, a dope head, and saying so you pissed at Marsau now. Okay, it was too many people there. I was upset. They made me mad. Okay. Now Keke is still actively causing the scene. You hear me? Keke is actively causing the scene, fussing. Okay. And Keke was pissed. But Keke was wrong. Point blank, period. Okay. Now, again, the mean is trying to get at Marsau for talking shit to Keke, but Marsau keep backing it up because he can't cash that check with his mouth. You hear me? Okay. And it was a mess. Now, Martell in the confession, like, oh, women talk too much and cause too much drama. You know what I'm saying? It's always drama, drama, drama. And the men be chilling. First of all, you full of shit. Because the men fought at Madani. So shut up. And production played the flashback showing y'all fought at Madani. Okay. And now as Keke is loudly being escorted out. Keke is yelling loudly as she's being quietly but swiftly escorted out the backyard, slowly but surely. So Tisha, do it. You mad at me, Tisha, when you need to be mad at your husband. Okay. And then because Marsau keeps yelling, drug test her or whatever. Do it, bitch. Do it. I'm like, why? What is going on, girl? I was just like, it made me mad. It really aggravated me because, like, this is the gotcha. No one's saying Keke was right. I think in the moment of it all happening, no one knew what happened. Once they knew, she talked to drink. No one said, "Oh, you know what? That was okay." He was wrong. You was wrong. And the fact that Marsau knew that, and if you think Keke is on drugs and she's going crazy, why would you argue with an active drug addict? Why? If you think Keke is currently high, why would you sit there and argue and fuss with her? Why not let her be high by herself and have Maurice and Kimmy, who house y'all at, hey, put them out? But to me, Marsau was making things worse by fussing with Keke when everyone already knew what Keke did was wrong. Now, I don't care that she did it. I don't. Because two things can be true at the same time. Keke was wrong for tossing the drink. However, that does not mean she wasn't pissed. And in her pissed off with tea, she did something wrong. But in her doing that wrong, it was also wrong for Marsau and Tisha to then start this Keke must be high narrative. So that's why I said the title said Keke wrong and Marsau wrong. They both play parts in this. We're not going to sweep it up under the rug. Oh, well, Keke is wrong for tossing the drink, but what followed the drink toss was wrong too, because we've seen people get upset and have a reaction. That does not mean that person is up here high. First of all, people who high usually be like sleeping and chilling. Just saying, you know. Now again, Keke, do it, bitch, do it. About the drug test. Male, because they're escorting. Let's see, where is it at? Because they're slowly escorting, Keke out. They're also trying to get Amin out because Amin fussed with Marsau, but Marsau was so actively saying things to Amin, which is making Amin more upset. So my thing is, if your wife had a drink toss on her, why are you not trying to protect your wife? Instead of trying to protect your wife and get her out of the situation, away from the crazy drug lady who y'all say Keke is, no, you want to piss off the drug lady's husband? At Kimmy and Maurice's house? With y'all other friends who are here who ain't on the show? That's what made me upset. I'm like, the hell? Okay. But as they taking, Keke out or whatever, honey, when Mel said to Maurice, so sorry it's happened at your house, that's why I don't have people at my house. I said, I know that's right. Y'all want me fighting in my backyard, not my living room, not my kitchen, not my patio. Okay, no. Now in the confessional, Kimmy and Maurice is saying, well, Amin should have removed Keke because Keke was the one in the wrong, instead of him trying to feel like he had to defend Keke in the moment. I was like, bullshit. Because when Maurice, Martell, and Marsau got into that scuffle, Kimmy wasn't moving Maurice. Kimmy was like, oh, wait a minute. It was like everybody was involved in the shit. No one was trying to remove anybody. Everybody stayed there, fuss, argue, fought, and all that. So now, Amin should have removed his wife. But y'all not going to mention what Marsau was yelling at Amin that was pissing Amin off. Just saying. So I felt like, and again, Marsau should have gotten Tisha away from Keke because Keke's crazy in his eyes. So get your wife away from the crazy person, okay? And the mean could have got Keke out had Marsau not been actively trying to piss Amin off. I get it. Your wife got doused. A whole baptism. I understand that. Okay. Now we then see Keke outside, because not Keke in front of the house or whatever. Keke, Stormy, and Mel talking. Now this is the gotcha. Keke like, I am 100% confident in me being clean. I can take a drug test. I will take a drug test. But I bet you that Marsau would never take a lie detector test. I said, I don't think he would either. I don't. Okay. So Keke like, they full of shit. Tisha, Marsau, they full of crap. Okay. But Mel was like, okay, are you okay? Just breathe. Just breathe, okay? Did anyone touch you? Did anyone talk to you in a disrespectful way? And she says, no, but Tisha just ignored me and it made me mad, okay? And that was being disrespectful. Okay, so no one touched you, no one talked or said, baby, why did you toss that drink? Why you do that? Now, what I appreciate is Mel said, Keke did that wrong. Period. You know what I'm saying? You wrong. Okay. Actually, look, if no one, why you do that? Well, it was a reaction. I had a reaction. I get the teacher's upset with me or whatever, but I don't think I did anything wrong. Okay. And now teacher brought her looking dumb for not taking her husband. I'm like, well, all y'all look dumb. Anytime you doubt somebody and with the thing, anytime y'all running around here arguing and all that stuff, it's a whole lot going on. And anyone acting as if they don't understand, you just pissed. And when Keke and Tisha have been actively at odds since they were teenagers. So this is a build up of all the BS from the time they was 13, 14 years old to now. All of it. They are fussing and fighting cousins. And it's weird to me that Tisha act like she don't know why Keke do stuff. And I'm like, because y'all fussing cousins. Y'all are cousins who, when y'all get around each other, it's like, who's the better cousin? Who can be above the other? Like, y'all fighting cousins. That's what it is. That's y'all relationship. And this is what it is. And your husband should not be in getting them. Because you see, Amin wasn't even over there with them. Because he walked away and went on to be with whoever else. But I'm like, Keke and Tisha will always have this bickering bullshit between them two. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But Keke admits it was a reaction, you know what I'm saying? She mad at me, but she need to be mad at her husband, okay? And when Mel said, and how could you have handled things differently? And I like that Mel and Stormy were not coming down on Keke. They were not getting hyped with Keke because they realized Keke's already hyped. So let's just talk to her, calm her down. Just what could you have done differently in this bullshit? Well, I could have just said nothing like she did to me. Right. So again, it's crazy. Now getting mad that Keke was wrong and out of line. You know what I'm saying? That you cannot allow somebody else to make you get so mad that you talk or drink. Just walk away. Okay? But Keke, like, I am sick of her shit. I am sick of Tisha's stuff. It's been years of BS between us or whatever. Amin then walks up. Because initially, when just these three talking, Amin hadn't came up there. Now Amin is also Amin. I think Amin and Maurice and probably Marsau are line brothers. I think they're all. They may all. They may all be. I think they all Q dogs. I feel like I saw. I think they Q dogs. So they're line. They're fraternity brothers or whatever. But he walks up and Keke said, because he know it too. He know it. I mean, like, I've been telling her for years. I have been telling Keke for years to stop dealing with them, but Keke don't want to listen because they're cousins, and she just like will not listen to it, and it just be a bunch of BS. But he said at the end of the day, it's stupid. Now, Mel, so I know y'all are brothers, family brothers. So you don't want to be fighting with them. He said, I don't even care about that. I put up with a whole lot. I put up with a whole lot, but once you cross the line, I'm ready to put hands on you. Period. And Mel and her confession was like, I just don't understand what happened that made things escalate so fast. Like, what did Tisha do today that caused her to react like that? I'm like, she just snapped. I said when Tisha spoke and hugged me, which in my opinion made Keke feel like, okay, we cool right now because at least she's embracing my husband. And when she walked up and hugged Tisha and went for like a little side hug, and Tisha did not speak back, and then just kind of side went around her, I said that was the trigger right there. I synced it. I said that even had they not played us, previews, I said that is a trigger. The minute, period. But I also feel like Tisha knew that would set Keke off. I don't think she thought Keke would throw a drink on her, but I do think she thought we're gonna probably fight, and I'm going to ignore her, and then I'll look like the bigger person. And no, you got doused. And I'm not blaming Tisha. I'm explaining the dynamic between women in their early 40s or late 30s. I think they're 40. Women who are 40 and cousins who've been fussing since childhood, how that manifests into adulthood, and it manifests into toxic familyship. And I feel like this is more than the Marsau rumor. This is more than, what Keke talks about my marriage. I feel like this is just how Keke and Tisha is. And it's easy for Marsau and Tisha to just keep calling Keke a liar and a drug addict, because that means whatever she say, no one will listen. Because why? She's a drug addict. She's a liar. And it makes them seem like they're more believable. And I was like, you can't fool me. You can't fool me. Now, on the inside of the house is where Tisha, Kimmy, and Marsau are talking. Because you're like, well, what happened? Like, what happened? I don't even know how it happened. And, Kimmy says in her confession with her and Maurice, it's like, I don't get why Keke feel like she needs to get involved in this rumor that's about Marsau and whoever. Like, that's for Tisha and Marsau to deal with. And I was like, the same reason all y'all get involved in other people's shit. It's a TV show. Let's not act like because Keke is the one now being involved in the messy shit that all of y'all have not had conversations with other people about other people's business. So Keke is just new to this, and she ain't handling it right. Like, she's really been invested in it because of the beef, the years-long beef with her cousin. That's what it is. This was bound to happen. And let's not act like Tisha and Keke have fought in the past. Not on the show, but they fought in real life. So why is it... This is why this episode aggravated me so much, because I was like, they're operating as if Tisha and Keke has not told us they have fought, fist fought in the past, fell out, did not talk, and then came back, together to be cool or whatever. And I'm like, let's not act. My lipstick so dry. I feel like I look weird. Let me put some lipstick on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Let me put on some lipstick. Look at mine. That's better. Hold on. Because I feel like me in between these heads, my lips, my skin is, my skin is blends in. It's weird. Okay. So, my point was, they on some bullshit. Bottom line. But in the house, between Kimmy, Tisha, and Marsau talking, and, she's like, I don't, we would have known that, Keke and there was all beefed out so tough. We wouldn't have invited them to the party. We would say, no, don't come. Y'all can't come. Y'all beefing out. But I was like, girl, that'll fall later. So Tisha's like, well, Keke wants my attention, and because she wants my attention or whatever, she tried to hug me, and I did not do that or whatever. She trying to talk to Stormy, whatever. Like, she's trying to get my attention. And I was like, first of all, if somebody I ain't talking to walk in and come and sit where I'm sitting, I would also ignore you, but I would also not be petty enough to try to overtalk them while they're talking to somebody else, because you're not ignoring me. You're trying to aggravate me. Stormy. But she know that Keke talking to Stormy. So if you want to ignore me, just walk away. Because you don't matter. I'm going to let you talk to Stormy, and I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Marsau brings up how what's because, you know what I'm saying, because Tiffany, because Tisha was ignoring Keke, and she wanted him attention. Okay, because nobody believes her, so no one believes her lies, so she had to make. I was like, why are y'all making it seem as if Keke didn't told all of us about her, sobriety issues, her getting high, this and that. I don't think Keke is lying about anything. I think there is really this rumor that she believes that Marsau was cheating at one point or whatever on Tisha, and she just believes it, and that's what it is. And Marsau said in the confessional that Tisha, he said Keke is upset because Tisha's living a life that Keke thought she should live. I'm like, y'all all live in the same city. Y'all all work for a living. Y'all all on a TV show. Y'all all have husbands and wives. Y'all all have kids. What life did Tisha have that she don't have? What is it? If Tisha was at home, lonely, no kids, no husband, no job, no one knew of her, like, y'all lives ain't that far-fetched away from each other. The difference is, Keke has a bit of a drug issue. Keke is a recovering addict. But let's not make it seem like Keke is somebody that's homeless and destitute and barren and lonely and sad and, has nothing. That's not really what it is. I'm like, Keke and Tisha's lives aren't that different. Truthfully. Even if Tisha has a little bit more money than Keke, your lives are not that different. Period. So miss me with the bullshit. And Tisha say, I'm done with Keke. Okay. Then be done. But being done with Keke do not mean these rumors about Marsau will go away, because they didn't start with her. Okay. My lip color is always Fenty Beauty. It's always Fenty Beauty. And it's uncensored in their lip paint. So it's always the same thing. So when Marsau and Tisha like to have the narrative that anybody's jealous of them, I'm like, how do you think that? How? I don't understand. They look the same. Both wear weaves. Both still have nice hairstyles. Both wear similar clothes. They both built the same. What's the difference? Look at Tisha and look at Keke. Good look. It's it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. But it's easy for Marsau and Tisha to have this narrative that Keke had the drug problem when they told us Keke went to rehab. I'm confused. This is the kicker. You know, it seemed like everybody moved on the show. I think we've seen Keke move twice because when we was first introduced to her, she had moved into a house, and now they're moving to another house. But Tisha and Marsau have moved a few times in the thing. So I'm like, y'all lives are the same. Y'all both black women. Y'all both went to college. Y'all both are educated, but a little bit, ignorant to things. So I'm like, what's the point? What is the point? My move from her tail. Well, I feel like Mel, once she and her Martell divorced, she moved to the house that she's in now. I think we don't know where Martell stay. I mean, maybe homeless. Who knows? But once, Keke's gone and she's gone or whatever, everybody come back in and they kind of just, see what I'm talking about. Okay. And, even the fact that Mel, hey, Tisha, you okay, Tisha? I'm sorry that happened to you. You need a shirt? You need a shirt? Because Tisha's still sitting there, shirt drenched. Okay. And I like that Mel, because Mel could have been petty and been like, girl, you look a little wet. You want to tie? You know what I'm saying? You need a shirt to change into? I got a shirt. You want a shirt? You want a t-shirt? Okay. She's like, no, I'm okay. It's gonna dry. It's a thin shirt. She checked on Marsau. You okay? Yeah, that was a lot, but we tried to not move like that. I feel like the fight at Madani forced at least the core 6 to agree to not take things that far. You can argue, but you do not want things to get physical. You don't want anyone throwing something at somebody. And so I think they were just, what I'm saying? Come on now. Look, E.P. how she went and talked to Keke, how she talked with the mean, how she went and talked to Tisha, how she went and talked to, because she don't really like Tisha or Marsau. Like, she tolerate them or whatever, but her being able to not have it didn't seem like she had any petty bone. It was her. Y'all okay? Y'all all right? That was a lot. It was a lot. Because we have to remember this. That's just what they showed us. I'm sure the actual altercation did not happen in 2 minutes. I'm sure it took them longer to, not only separate them, but have these separate conversations to make sure everybody's okay. And, it was good. But I like the fact that, because Mel for the past 2 or 3 seasons, she like, I'm good. I don't care. Y'all okay? Y'all all right? Okay. So again, Mel, like, there was a lot, we try not to do that. We don't want to move like that, anything or whatever. Because again, before, don't do it. Marsau brings up, we know it's been a lot going on. It's been going on for years. I'm saying, he said, but when rumors about me come out, everyone just believes them. I'm like, they keep coming out. They keep coming out. Okay. And I don't think it's an issue that when it's this, I keep saying, I do feel like in the past that Marsau has cheated on Tisha. I just don't think it happened currently. I think the stuff that we're hearing is stuff that happened either season 1 or prior, but I don't think any of it is current. But I think the reason people believe it is because it sounds believable by your actions. Okay. But they just start, having fun as if it wasn't a fight that just happened a few moments ago. Okay. And they sitting around and chit chatting and chat shitting and barbecuing. We then seen Tiffany and A-Show. I'm like, why did Tiffany come? Child, why is Tiffany there? Why? If someone can please explain to me what is the point. And I like Tiffany in real life, but on the show, she's not needed. I mean, she sometimes brings the BS. I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to stop cussing. So sometimes I stop myself from cussing. Um, she brings the B of the S. Okay, because she come with baby Ace, and she said Lewis is somewhere coaching the game. We know he ain't never around. We then see Jalen. Jalen pulls up with Kimmy's Jeep. Honey, that's mad. That's mad. That's mad, girl. When Kimmy, girl, names. When Kimmy jumped up because she knew it was for her, that was so cute, you know. And because person, I wanted it for a long time. I knew it wasn't in the car. It's mine, 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 mine. The girl, it was getting hype, male hyping her up. It was cute. I loved it. Okay, loved it. Also because Kimmy's been through a lot. Okay, and we want to see her be happy. And Kimmy pulled off and went on a test drive in that car, and it was a really fun moment. Everybody was having fun. Mel hyping her up. Act bad, yeah, Kimmy, act bad. I'm like, y'all so crazy, but again, it was cute, 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 cute. Congrats to Kimmy and her truck. We then see everybody sitting around chitting chatting. Now look at this thing. The girl in the corner, that's cousin Courtney. Okay, now we've seen cousin Courtney once or twice before on the show or whatever, but she showed up too. Now, honey, she said lights, camera, action. Okay, she came specifically to be on camera, and even though she looks regular, I still feel like she said, "I'm on camera. I'm on this good old brown hair, these cute old sunglasses, and this, I'm gonna be cute. I'm be cute." Okay. So Tisha then tells cousin Courtney, how Keke tossed a drink on me. I can't believe it. Okay, I can't believe it, girl. And Keke was around here calling around trying to get information on Marsau. And when I called to ask her about it, she lied. I said, "This is the gotcha." I think that's the part where everyone is like, what happened? Because the question is, was Keke calling around looking for information on Marsau, or did information come to Keke and she was trying to figure out, well, what you mean? What happened? He did what? Let me tell his wife. Now, Keke could have heard these rumors and left it alone. She would have heard these rumors and not said that. Tisha, I heard this and that. I ain't looking too good, but that's what I heard. But sometimes before you go talk to somebody about whatever, you do want to kind of have facts or whatever. But I mean, it's a catch-22, in my opinion. So I'm like, did Keke call looking for information, or was information brought to her and she was like, what do you mean? What's the rumor? He did what? Because it's a difference. It's a difference, in my opinion. But Keke did not have to do any of it because Keke, it don't matter. Because Marsau, look, Tisha not gonna leave that man. She not. If she had not left him already, this is based on what they've already been through, the rumors from before. She not leaving that man. She gonna die with that man or whatever. Okay. So cousin Courtney was in the corner. Brings up how I heard it was some rumors. I heard that it was some rumors, going around. You know what I'm saying? And she said that you should be checking Marsau. Now, again, Tisha Marsau, keep making it seem as if, well, no, Katisha, it's been rumors for years. It's been rumors for years and years and years. So why should I check my husband? I'm like, ma'am, if there have been rumors for years about your husband, have you ever checked him about the rumors? And cousin Courtney said, I heard things too. Means it's not something that Keke's making up. People are talking about these rumors. And when messy ass Tiffany said, well, people who have nothing to lose are, they're the worst people to be around. And we know that's how she is. I said, look, let me also say this, bitch, you can't talk about my cousin. I don't care if I don't like my cousin. You can't talk about my family, okay? Hush it on up. Stop. No, ma'am. Shut up, okay? You don't do that. Don't do that. Stay out of family business, in my opinion, okay? So, Tisha brings up how a month ago, he called her saying, hey, we need to meet up and talk in person. Like, I don't want to discuss on the phone. Like, we should talk in person. But Tisha said, I said, for what? And my thing is this. When Keke said I had been called and trying to see her and she wouldn't do it. How are you upset that somebody didn't tell you something that when they're asking you, hey, let's meet in person, you refuse to do it and feel like, oh, well, it was had. No, bitch, I told you, let's meet up. You ain't want to. Miss me with the BS. Marsau then said, we knew what she wanted because the same guy who she talked to called us. And I was like, how do these people be getting y'all numbers? I have family members who don't have my number. How do these strangers who have these rumors get y'all numbers to call them? It's weird to me. That means to me there's some truth. There's some truth if these people have such a easy connection to get to you. You hear me? Now, because according to say, well, I'm lost because I'm still being told two different stories. Because again, Tisha's saying Keke was calling around looking for information, and Keke's saying, well, no, somebody called me with information. Yes, Tiffany also did say, because Marsau usually does not protect Tisha, so it must be something if he's protecting her this time. I say, child, bull of the shit. And then when you see Marsau and Tisha, you know she's a liar. You know she lies. You know he lies. Lie. And the fact that we never heard cousin Courtney say, well, yeah, she do be lying. Like, it's only Tisha and Marsau who keep saying, she's a liar. She's a liar. Cousin Courtney, like, I'm just confused because I don't know why I'm getting two different stories. And when Tisha said, if you lie on me, you'll steal from me. And if you'll steal from me, then you'll kill me. And that's why I keep my distance. Not to get killed. Now I've heard that story too. If somebody steals, I've heard all. Keke not gonna kill y'all. She isn't. So stop it, okay? Mel, like, look, anybody no. Mel said everyone knows that whatever there's anything about Marsau, Tisha always believes Marsau. Any rumor, any statement, any point of view that someone say happened when it comes to Marsau, Tisha has always consistently believed whatever Marsau told her, even if she saw different. Because Tisha saw Marsau go up to Stormy at that expo being petty. She's seen it. She knew he went over there to be messy about that money that she knew, that he knew, Stormy knew nothing about. She still believed and sided with Marsau and saying, well, I didn't like how Stormy talked to my husband. But your husband went over there to start some shit and shit got started. So she always sides with whatever Marsau's point is. Samel said we know she will always believe whatever he tells her. Okay? And that's fine because that's her husband. She said, but she gonna do what she want to do and she gonna believe what she wants to believe. But you can't get mad if somebody else or if other people don't believe what you believe. That's the gotcha. That's the gotcha. You get pissed at people for not believing your husband's story to you. You get upset at people who believe what other folks have said because you and Marsau be lying too. So Mel, like, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. So they sit around talking or whatever, and Mel will say, "Well, what made a man come at you, Marsau? What happened? What happened there?" Marsau then say, "Oh, well, I said his wife was a dopehead," and I said, "Bitch, what?" When this fool said I said his wife was a dopehead, I said, I mean, she'd have beat your ass all up and through. He then said, because being upset doesn't mean, or it doesn't make you talk to drink. Drugs do that. And I was like, we've seen y'all all fuss and fight. Is y'all all on drugs? Is Miss Wanda on drugs? Because Miss Wanda ran out the back door of a failing beauty supply store to run around front to fight Belle from the back. So is Miss Wanda on drugs? Because why would any old black lady want to run through the thing and fight somebody? We seen you and Marie try to fight Martell. Are y'all on drugs? So again, this narrative that, okay, the only reason that Tisha, that Keke, tossed the drink was because it must be the drugs. I was like, people get upset and have a bad reaction. I'm not on drugs at all. I may toss the drink out. I don't know. Who knows? Knows. But it's BS to try to make that be the narrative, okay? And then when he said that, like, oh, I said, his wife was a dope fiend, a dope head. I heard teachers say, well, she is. And when he said, well, what else can make it? He said, well, maybe the cameras can make her do that. Maybe the cameras, because the cameras, I was like, see, and the whole time, everybody else is upset that he said, and like, you said, what? What? And I said, and again, that's why I said, had Marsau not been actively trying to piss Amin off, Amin could have been getting Keke, and Marsau could have been getting Tisha, and it could have been squash. But the fact that when Keke tossed the drink, you saw Marsau grab Tisha's hand, because she could have reacted and been on drugs. Because anyone who reacts must be on drugs, as Marsau said. Okay, but everybody upset when they find out what he said about Keke. Okay, now cousin Courtney in the corner, it's like, now why would you say that? You know what I'm saying? She's like, Keke has always been extra. You know what I'm saying? It's never had anything to do with it. She's always been like that. So you can't keep blaming how she is on the drugs. And that's the bullshit. That's what folk don't like. You keep trying to poke fun at that lady's expense for her addiction, which makes me believe they was 100% cracking jokes at Mel and Martell's house when they told Mel and Martell about her addiction. Remember, they kept trying to make it seem. They kept trying to make it seem like when Mel was saying that Marsau and Tisha were in a joking way discussing Keke's addiction, and we would never, but they sitting here joking about it. They are sitting here joking about it. So you mean to tell me that you didn't joke about it then when she was in the midst of it, but now that y'all saying that she's still in the midst of it, now y'all gonna joke on camera? That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit. So it kills me that they lied then, because they can. Mel lying. We wasn't cracking no jokes. We wasn't being funny. It's not a laughing matter. But here we see y'all cracking jokes. It's a laughing matter. Now it's funny. Ha ha ha. So Marsau then said, well, I was upset So I called her dope fiend or dope head or whatever because I wanted to make a mean upset. I wanted to make a mean mad because he said when fussing with somebody's wife, you have to make their husband mad. And I was like, are you fucking serious? Oh, so that's what you were doing with me and Courtney is what Stormy then asked. She said, now what if Courtney had asked you to set up a fight? He said, well, I would have stood up. And she said, and got your ass beat. And got your ass beat. He said, well, I would have been willing to get beat up. He said, if my wife is being belligerent to a man, I would tell my wife to stop it because she's right to check that she can't cash. He said, you a grown woman, so you calling me a bitch several times in a work meeting or whatever, you can't cash that check. If I get pissed, only Courtney can do that, okay? And Maurice then said, well, you was wrong for calling, him a bitch or whatever to trigger him. And Martell said what's crazy is how a wife would allow another woman to call her husband a bitch and not say shit. I'm like, come on now. Anyway, they were like, well, it's normal. If it's the normal word for me or whatever. I'm saying it's not a big deal. But everyone is like, girl, that's bullshit. That is bullshit. Because if somebody called you a bitch back, you would not find that cool. If Marsau called you a bitch back, it would have been a big issue, okay? And she said, or he could just told me, don't call me a bitch. He could have did that. But no, he called himself a bitch. So I was like, he didn't care. Okay. And Martell then said, well, because bitch is a trigger word or whatever. And I would not have called myself a bitch. I would have told you, hey, don't call me that. And she said, and I would have respected that. Okay, but he ain't do that. He called himself a bitch, so that's what it was. So Marsau said, well, hey, in the future, can you not call me a bitch? Okay. And they both shake hands, and it's fine. But Stormy then was there at confessional. She was like, I just still think I wasn't wrong for calling him a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because he gives off bitch energy. He has shady, sassy responses, and so he acts like a bitch. I was like, Stormy, I can't. She like, don't play with me. Now, I still feel like, we should not call me a bitch. Just because, again, if a dude get pissed off and, haul off or whatever, it's BS. I do feel like everybody should respect people in arguments, okay? So, again, they're still sitting around discussing Keke's addiction. Marsau is cracking jokes. Kimmy then say, when I hugged Keke, I felt like she was shaking. And I felt like it could have been her being nervous because she ain't been around us in a while or whatever. But you can tell it's a nervousness in her. You know what I'm saying? Cousin Courtney then say, look, it's not a laughing matter. Because again, Marsau and Tisha laughing. Ha ha, a Keke, a he. Okay? And she's like, it's not a laughing matter. You know what I'm saying? She said, I do think there's a level of help that Kimmy still needs. But a lot of folks struggle with drug use, so it's not funny, okay? And you shouldn't address it public like this because you should know their mindset is just not there. So why not just understand she different? Bottom line. Marsau wants to go into what I've done lately. Okay, I was the one who talked to her for hours about her addiction or whatever. I was the one who was gotten up and went picked her up on the side of the road. I've been there for her when no one else was, not her mama, not her husband. I'm like, so Keke was on the side of the road, like, girl. I'm airing all out. He said, he said, why do we have to suffer through her acting because she on drugs? I'm saying, he's like, I know that hurt people, but at some point you can't keep hurting us without getting hurt back. And to me, that feels like he's saying they actively, because they are actively at odds with Keke, all of them are trying to hurt each other. But they want to keep calling Keke the drug addict, Keke the wrong one, Keke. Bullshit, okay? And he said, we didn't get high. She got high. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even feel the goodness of her getting high. She did. We don't feel that. We don't feel the pain. And, we can't guess your trigger word. We can't guess what triggers you. He said, that's her choice. We went through a lot of whatever. And, she needs to leave me out of it. I'm like, sir, if you pissed because of, look, when you dealing with family members who have addiction issues is tough. I've had different family members in my family deal with things in their past. Luckily, mostly all my family members who was on drugs got off drugs and got clean. But while they're actively, in their addiction, it is very aggravating because you like, I just wish your ass would stop. And you just won't. And they don't until they do. Okay. However, there is still a level of decorum you have when talking to other people about your family members' stuff. You don't just air them out completely. You don't do that, okay? And a part of me feel like because Keke is also addressing or admitting what she's heard about Marsau cheating, allegedly, Marsau and Tisha feel like, okay, now it's open game to discuss her addiction. I think both sides have been waiting to air each other out, but Marsau and Tisha feel like we can keep on her liar and a drug addict, and no one will believe what she said. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't. And what I love was Stormy was like, I don't like that they're trying to say she on drugs. Like, I don't like they're trying to make it seem as if because she got upset, there's no other explanation except drugs. Y'all take a one little second, y'all, and like the video. I need some water. Like the video. And I'm like, I had to get some water, y'all. But again, Stormy, like, I don't like the fact that they are making it seem as if the only reason Keke is acting any kind of way is because she's on drugs, and that's not fair to her. It's a low blow. It's a low blow to go right there and then keep hitting that same point. So she tells like, hey, everybody listen, okay? You know what I'm saying? Everyone keeps saying she on drugs, but we don't know that. She's in recovery. You know, and like, do anybody have any facts that prove that she's back on drugs or not? Because if not, that's not fair for her. Marsau was like, Keke, not Keke, girl, Keke. Stormy, just stop. Just stop. Okay. Have you ever seen someone on drugs? She's like, yeah, my best friend. My best friend who used to watch my kid, who used to live with me. I was helping her get clean, but she don't live with me. She don't live with me no more. And why she don't live no more? And it was like, when someone tells you, yes, I have firsthand experience working with somebody, dealing with somebody in my life who was on drugs. My best friend who used to watch my son, who used to live with me, was watching my son, and she don't live with me no more. And he responded in this, it was just no compassion at all. He has no compassion when talking to people about real shit. And I feel like cheating rumors ain't that big of a deal. People in their addiction, because so many people have addiction issues, you can't just be so callous when you have a conversation because you don't know who you're offending or you don't know who you're triggering by discussing it, i.e. you having this mean, rude conversation. And Stormy feel like, well, damn, my best friend, was an addict or whatever. But she starts crying and she walks away because again, he's just not being nice, in my opinion. And cousin Courtney goes in the corner, goes and comforts Stormy or whatever. And she's like, I can just relate on a bigger issue, on a bigger level, because she's like hearing all this stuff took me back to my own struggles with my best friend and her addiction and what happened, and my level is deeper than Marsau's, because it was someone I deeply cared for who is just caught up in addiction. And again, seeing Marsau and Tisha have no compassion, not only for Keke, because they don't have to treat Keke with kid gloves, but like, this is not the kind of conversation that you have on like a matter of fact basis. It's not a one you can have where like there's no middle ground, there's no understanding, because so many people either is going through it, know someone who is, or have lost people who could not get clean. And to keep relegating former addicts as current addicts is disrespectful. That is what can cause somebody to relapse. When you keep making it seem as if anything they do is only because they are addicts. I told y'all my uncle, who since he was passed away, he did not. My uncle, great man, but he got caught on heroin. Was it heroin? I think it was heroin. It was drugs. Okay, I think it was heroin, and he did drugs for years. What he would act, he would make. He was a reliable person. He was a high functioning addict. He was jack of all trades and all that. He would come do jobs and be high. I would be so aggravated with my uncle. But he got clean and stayed clean for years until he passed away 2 years ago. And he, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, people are able to get clean and stay clean. And we would never like, okay, if Uncle Doug is, upset, he high? It's like, no, he's just upset. It has nothing to do with him being on drugs. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird when I see people have these general conversations as if, oh, they're high. Oh, they're just on drugs. Oh, it's just this. You know what I'm saying? For me, seeing folk deal with being, addicted to drugs, addicted to alcohol. I used to smoke cigarettes for 10 years. So I was a cigarette addict, and I smoked Newports shorts in a box for 10 years. From the time I was 17 to 27, I smoked cigarettes. I was addicted, and when I quit smoking cigarettes, I was a bitch. I got fired from my job because I was so bitchy to people, and I thought later on, I'm like, oh, the reason I just changed. Quitting cigarettes just did not help me. Okay, well, it did. No, I'm good now. But my point is, like, I never would be like, oh, well, so and so is just a drug addict. It's like that's not how it should be. And I can't believe they aired so much of the conversation that seemed heartless, not because of Keke, but just in general for people who struggle with addiction. And most people who, relapse is because they feel attacked. They feel like no one would see them in their recovery. And there's no point in them staying clean. And Keke, who essentially came on the show, admitted she was on drugs. She had to get help. And they're using that to be the punching bag joke for them. And I don't think it's ever a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if an addict is saying, I used to be high as hell, and they're joking about where they used to be, versus someone joking and making a person the butt of the joke by saying, oh, they high. Don't believe them. They're a liar. They're a drug addict. You can't believe drug addict. That's what they're saying. You cannot believe a drug addict because she's a liar. That's the picture they're trying to paint of Keke. Okay. So when Stormy gets upset, she walks away crying. Marsau walks up, look, I'm sorry. I didn't know about that or whatever. You say I should have been more sensitive. And he gives her a hug. Now, I mean, he seems sincere in talking to her. However, to me, that don't matter because you should not only feel bad when you hurt someone's feelings because you never know anyone's struggle. You should never laugh about somebody who has no kids because you don't know how hard they may want them. You should never laugh at a mom who, oh, you're a great mom because she may feel like she's a piece of shit. And you saying that can be her thinking they're lying. You know what I'm saying? You never know what somebody's going through, so you should not joke when people are having a serious conversation. And to me, them discussing what Keke did should have had nothing to do with Keke being on with Keke's former addiction. They should have said no, Keke is upset, has anger issues, and she needs to be in therapy. Now that crap about her being upset and angry, that's different. But they did not do that. They made the issue her drug use. And that's some bullshit. Stormy ends up leaving because she's like, I gotta go. I'm tired. It's been a long day. But she's a party or whatever. And we see her talking to Neil real fast outside. She brings up how I connected with Keke. I was talking to Keke about how to help my best friend. To help my best friend get better. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that is also something that you lean on people who've overcome their addiction to figure out a way to connect to somebody who still is in the addiction. And it's some bullshit. Okay. In the party, Tisha, I'm still mad at Keke because she keep lying. She's a liar. You know what I'm saying? We all know she a liar. Okay. And y'all was the one who asked me to be quiet. I'm done. Girl, we'll be done. Be fucking done. But again, stop blaming Keke's upsetness at you and Marsau on any drug things. No, she just pissed. That's it. That's it. That's is was Daphne on drugs when she was with that male? When anybody pissed, was they on drugs too? We then see Chris, because now the party's over. We see Chris, who was it? Chris Martell and Courtney at the gym working out together, whatever. And they discuss, the whole Keke, dousing Tisha, how she was so soaked, how Martell mentions that, Marsau, I mean, almost fought. And Courtney, like, that Marsau, he's on some bullshit, you hear me? He need to relax because I don't like his energy and how he was with my wife or whatever. Him calling me Mr. Steele, I think it's some bullshit. I don't like it. Now Martell said, well, your wife called that man a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And we have to learn like our wives, our women should not, address men like that because again, they can't do shit. Okay. Now when Courtney said, well, she fine. Again, I do not feel like Stormy calling Marsau a bitch is cool. Because again, that can make a dude get pissed off. And again, if Marsau would call her a bitch back, it would have been an issue. So I do feel like, hey, Courtney, tell Stormy she should not, even if she feel like Marsau is a bitch, like just don't call him that because that can just cause a whole fight, okay? And which would then cause issue between, Marsau and Courtney. Oh my God, I can't think. Who is it? My throat hurt. Now, Kristen asked, well, do you think you should talk to Marsau, to clear the air? Even tell that man, like, don't play with me. Leave me be, bitch. And Courtney said, well, I have never had like that talk, but I can do it. I don't mind. Just found me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. But I don't think it'll change. He said, he said, I feel like Marsau hasn't changed yet. And so he won't change at all, but I can talk to him and see where it goes or whatever. But it will not be at Black. It'll be in some, neutral place or whatever, and we'll see what happens. And they then get on the fact that Martell ain't moved. I'm like, why? Martell, get your ass out that man's house. Get your first of all, I also want to say Chris has a nice body. Chris looks shaped nice, Martell shaped nice, and Courtney is big. But he not fat. He's just tall and like thick. You know what I'm saying? Like Courtney's just a big man. He has a bit of a belly, but that's okay. But I feel like, but he wants to get in shape. He wants to lose a little weight. But I'm like, Courtney, you know what I'm saying? He's a nice little teddy bear. But I think because we always see Chris in the suits, I'm like, Chris has a nice body. Hey, Chris Fletcher. That's I mean, I'm not. He's a married man. But again, I also like because I just like the fact that Courtney has. Courtney is a big man. He's tall. He's thick. You know what I'm saying? He remind me of Chris from Love and Marriage, DC and Plumber, whatever. Monique's ex-husband. He reminded me of Chris, and how Chris was also a big man, but Chris lost some weight. So we shall see. Anyway, but they get on to Martell, who's still not moved out that damn house. Okay, they're like, is you moving out? When is you moving out? You need to get out, okay? Is you gonna go to Huntsville, to Atlanta, and they laugh like you move to Atlanta because of him and Sheree. The fact that we have not heard much about him and Sheree, like the fact, girl, it came and went, okay? And they laugh, and Chris said, I don't know if he's gonna move to Chateau Sheree, if he's gonna move up on a house on the hill with Mel, but he gotta get out that damn house. Period. Okay. Then Chris and Courtney bring up how allegedly, apparently, possibly they're cousins. So they're both from the same like small town. And somebody mentioned in some kind of way they're like cousins, but they don't know how. Now, this is given cousin Courtney and Ralph, well, not because they two men, but I would like the fact that they want to figure out if they are blood related. They're gonna have like a DNA family lineage test done or whatever. But do y'all think do y'all think they look alike? They could be cousins? Like distant, not like first cousins, but like distant cousins, because sometimes when you live in a very, very, very small town, mostly everybody in some kind of way is related. Now, they don't look, they're just two black men. They two black men. I don't see a resemblance, but you never know. Okay. They still could be like cousins, 6 times removed. I don't know. Anyway, lastly, we see Keke and Amin and Mel meet up. Keke and Amin are moving, and so they're going to their storage unit to move some stuff to the new place and whatnot. And honey, I said, Keke, what did you wear? I said, y'all, was y'all already moving things? I'm like, how y'all up here moving things? Amin is in some loafers, Keke in flip flops. I'm like, I need y'all to dress like y'all really gonna move some clothes, okay? But Mel, like I've been texting Tisha, I've been texting Keke, I've been checking on both of them, but I really want to check with Keke in person, okay? Because she don't really fuck with Tisha, but she's being nice, Now both Mel and Amin say they kind of caught the stuff at the end. They didn't know what happened. They caught the ending of the altercation, okay? And Mel, but I've never seen Amin like ever, act out of character. I was shocked. And Amin, like, well, because Maurice and me been cool, like we fine. I'm saying, but his brother be on some bullshit. Like he's something different. Like he's from a whole different cloth. So I don't really rock with him. But me and Maurice is cool. So Mel, like when y'all left, they was discussing, how they like you, and how much Tisha loves you. And both Amin and Keke said, that's some bullshit. That's not true. They don't like that man. They know. They tolerate him. Okay. They tolerate him, but that's really it. And He like, we just don't really like them. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talked to them, since the thing happened. We don't plan on talking to them or whatever. We'll leave them be. And Mel, like, well, since you talked to Drinky, that was wrong. Okay. But had the roles been reversed and someone threw a drink on you, I'm pretty sure me would have reacted in protection of his wife too. And I mean, like, look, my reaction to Marsau was really only about him calling my wife a dope head, you know what I'm saying, and saying she was high. That's what made me react. I feel like he consistently has been waiting to say that, and he kept saying it, so it pissed me off, whatever. And we then see the flashback of the family dinner from like maybe 2 or 3 seasons ago at Miss Wanda thing, whatever. And we seen Marsau fussing with Keke. And to me, like, if you're gonna do that, you know what I'm saying, some thing gonna happen. So he like, I feel like Marsau been waiting to say this on camera, and this was the time to do it. Okay, and so it pissed me off. And so man, like, I just hate things went so far and escalated or whatever. And Keke, like, what I feel like, you know what I'm saying, when Keke said, I wish I could stop myself before I react in a rage, because I just had therapy and I know I have anger issues or whatever, but I have not learned how to control it yet. I just be pissed, completely pissed. And I said, I get it, because I used to have a really bad temper. And I would just cuss folks out. But again, this is me in my my late 20s, early 30s. I would just be like, I would cuss you out. Y'all see me now, if I get pissed out of snap. But I've learned not every action deserves my reaction. And Keke, like, when she said, I wish I could just control my brain before I snap to like think. She's like, but I can't. But I'm in therapy now. I just started or whatever, so I'm hoping to get better. And she's like, I know I was wrong for what I did. And while I regret what I did, I don't regret where we are in our relationship. I don't like that part. I don't care about, but I know I was wrong for what I did. And I'm like, that's all a person can do. You can know I fucked up. I did. I fucked up. It's fine. Okay. So Mel, like, after y'all left, you know what I'm saying, they did like talk about, your addiction and, and stuff. And they said, of course, and them joking about my addiction, it's some bullshit. It's a very serious situation, and them joking is just not fair. And Keke, like, I feel like they're deflecting from Marsau's stuff and just deflecting on me, okay, to avoid the rumors of Marsau. And that's the bullshit. Now, I feel like the rumors have been rumoring since season 1 and 2 of Marsau and his cheating things or whatever. So, but I do feel like in times we have seen the Scotts deflect when the storyline was about what y'all got going on. What did y'all have going on? But I was like, Jesus. So Mel said, like, look, how about we shut all this shit down? We shut it all down. Take a drug test and shut them up. And it was like, dun, dun, dun. And it goes off. I don't think Keke need to take a drug test to prove them wrong. I mean, she could if she wanted to. And we see her saying, if Marsau take a lie detector test, I'll do a drug test. I don't care either way. Because to me, Keke's drug addiction is not the reason any of this is happening. It isn't. They're making it seem like it is. But I'm like, no. And that's the deflection. To make people feel like, let's forget that the argument was somebody is saying Marsau is actively or was actively cheating on Tisha. Let's skip over that part and discuss, ooh, Keke's on drugs. It's like, I don't think she's on drugs. I don't. I think she has her issues. I think she has anger issues. I think she and Tisha be beefing. I think she's in her recovery. And I think recovery can fail if people accuse you of being high again. Anyway, y'all, that was the whole show. I hope you had a good time. I did. Had fun with y'all. I will probably be live, if not tomorrow, on Tuesday. But y'all know it's always content up on my channel, okay? So always come around here and look for things. Now look, make sure that y'all have liked the video, subscribed, okay? Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok, okay? We have a good time today. We'll have a good time tomorrow or whenever we come around here because it's the thing to do. But let me see. I was on a different screen, y'all. Did you watch on exclusive video on YouTube? It means that people are addicted to pills. Some people are. The shade of it all. I mean, I can see it. I can see it. Jesus. Okay. But we'll be back next week for the next review of the show. Married to Medicine is back. Potomac is back. I will be doing premieres for Married to Medicine reviews. Potomac reviews will probably be live on Mondays. Potomac has a history of being girl this messy. So I'm gonna hope that it don't get messy. I'm gonna hope and pray. But anyway, I love you all. I had a good time with y'all. I am about to finish the rest of my evening and stuff. Okay, again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and all of that. And I will see y'all later. I gotta go. Be good, be safe. I love you all.